What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Cam ATL, and welcome back to another Prize Picks video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section and enter your name into the $50 giveaway I do every single week on this channel. PropsMadeEasy.com, only $15 a month. The best player prop tools on the market available, and they're cheapest by far. So make sure you join up. At the end of the day, look, it's betting, so nothing's going to win you 100%, but you're definitely being utilizing Proximate Easy. You're definitely able to make the smartest choices possible, and that's all you can control. At the end of the day, you got to just control what you can control, and then everything out of your control, you just got to hope for the best. You know what I mean? So let's get straight into it. All right. Starting off with NFL, let's go ahead and click Game Script. All right, so coming into the NFL tool, clicking Game Script. So now not only do we have plus EV plus projection plays, which if you're new, plus EV is when other sports books are higher or lower than the line is on Prize Picks, and you're able to grab the value on Prize Picks because it's lower or higher than the other plays. So sportsbook difference here, if it's a positive sportsbook difference, that means other sportsbooks are that much above where Prize Picks is set. Over here, projection differential. We are partnered with the biggest sports data company in the entire industry. And we not only have them to help with projections, but we also alter some ourselves. But we have some very, very good projections, top notch projections for these player stats as well. So you can see the projection differential here as well. As you can see, a 7.4. So for this, Zach Wilson has the PME pick of over. If you look right here at the purple, you'll see PME likes the over for his passing yards, 204.5 on Prize Picks, 205.5 on other sports books. That means there's value on the over on Prize Picks at 204.5. It's a one sportsbook differential. 211.9 is the projection passing yards for Zach Wilson. That's 7.4 points yards higher than where Prize Picks has the line set. All right, so that is what plus EV plus projection does. Game script, as you can see, there's more players this way. What game script does, if you're new, is lower your player pool even more to players whose prop type matches the expected game flow. So, for example, a team that's expected to be behind all game is going to pass more. So that because of that, when game script is selected, that team that's expected to be behind most of the game, their passing yard overs are going to show. Okay? Their receiving yard overs are going to show. Stuff like that. Same thing vice versa. If a team's expected to lead the whole game, most likely they're going to run the ball a little more. When they have the ball, they're going to try to kill clock. They're going to run more. So rushing yard overs would be on here. Passing yard unders would be on here. Receiving yard unders would be on here because there's less opportunity for passing and receiving and more opportunity for rushing. That's how game script works. So when you come onto the tool, let's uncheck both. When you come onto the tool, it's automatically going to have EV plus projection selected. Okay? If you select game script plus, that's going to lower your player pool even more to players that not only have plus EV and plus projection, but also are in a positive game script situation. Now, if a game script is neutral, let's say it's only a 1 point spread, and it's not, they're going to be going back and forth, it's going to be a close game, then the player's pick is going to stay the same. So, for example, if a team, I think this Tennessee game is expected to be a neutral type script, right? So DeAndre Hopkins over is showing. Even if his under was here, it'd be showing because it's a neutral script. So no matter what his prop type was, it would show here. Okay? The reason why DeAndre Hopkins is showing right here, though, is because he's also plus EV plus projection. Now, you can uncheck either of these. You can uncheck plus EV plus projection, and you can sort by projection here, and also have a game script selected. So as you can see, at the top of the list here, Christian McCaffrey's rushing yards, PME likes the over, 73.5 on Prize Picks, 73.5 on other sports books. Now, this is the same situation that we had last week when we went Christian McCaffrey and he cashed easy, okay? The situation here is, the reason why it doesn't show up on plus EV plus projection is because McCaffrey, other sportsbooks are on the same line as Prize Picks. So you don't have any plus EV here. It's not EV on the over, it's not EV on the under, it's the same, it's even. Okay, so you don't have any edge there. Because you don't have any edge there, it won't show up on plus EV plus projection. But our projection is 93.2, a 19.7 projection differential. So you can still utilize the Christian McCaffrey over rushing yards play. Even though it doesn't have plus EV, that's just because sportsbooks are wrong. Okay, and our projection is all over it. It makes a lot of sense. Okay, so I really like that spot for Christian McCaffrey. But if you're new to player prop betting and you want to just make sure that your player pool is legitimately lowered to just the best possible options, this is what you could do. All right, you have both these checked. Now, Zach Wilson's a fantastic passing yards option. DeAndre Hopkins receiving yards over. Christian Kirk receiving yards over. Ritter's passing yards for under. And then Bijan Robinson's rushing yards is under. Now, this is a neutral game script. Now, this is the one that's a little bit of a confusing to me. Not only does our projection source, the top projection company in the industry, and ourselves have this projected under 79.5, but so does other sportsbooks have it less than Prizepicks. Now, this is a great matchup against Houston. So you would immediately think, oh, that's an easy over. Now, how many times in sports betting have you played a guy's side like, oh, yeah, this guy definitely is going over. This is a great matchup. This is definitely going over. And you play the over and he goes under. So that's why, I mean, this is one of those situations where if you immediately look at it, you're like, oh, man, I can't go under on that. But there's things behind it that point to it going under, and most of the time in this situation where the analytics and other sportsbooks are on the same side, this is a side that you want to grab the under. Now, where a lot of people are probably going to grab the over because of how good Robinson's been and all that stuff, the analytics are pointing towards the under. All right, so that's about that. College football. For college football, under on Dylan Gabriel. We've got a few sixes differentials, so solid plus EVs on the under here. Dylan Gabriel's passing yards on the under. Trenton Bergwitt for Arizona State, passing yards under. Blake Shapen, passing yards under, are some of the top values for the unders. And then we have an over on Jonathan Brooks rushing yards. 93.5 on Prizepicks, 98.5 on other sportsbooks. Good value on that over for Jonathan Brooks. For MLB, we don't have any MLB. No baseball till the 7th, I believe. For League of Legends, we have just a bunch of minus 0.5, so very tight EV. I'm just going to go with this top one right here. Camilu for ATL. Maps 1 through 3 kills. PME likes the under. 11.5 on Prizepicks, 11 on other sportsbooks, minus 0.5 sportsbook differential. So grab the under on Camilu for League of Legends. For CSGO, we have the over on DRG for Sharks. Map 1 and 2 kills. PME likes the over, as you can see. 30 on Prizepicks, 31.5 other places. That's a 1.5 sportsbook differential. So other sportsbooks are 1.5 points higher than where Prizepicks has the line set. And his projection set at 35.8, so a 5.84 projection differential. So solid spot there. We have a solid under. We have K1TO for OG, map 1 and 2 kills. PME likes the under. He's 33 on Prizepicks, 30.5 other places, a minus 2.5 sportsbook differential, projection of 31.44, so a minus 1.56 projection differential. So not only is it minus 2.5 sportsbook differential, meaning other sportsbooks are 2.5 points lower than where Prizepicks has it set, but projections also lower by minus 1.56. All right, so under on K1TO for OG, and then over on DRG for Sharks. For CS2, options, we have the under on BB on for FlyQuest Red, map 1 and 2 kills. PME likes the under. 36.5 on Prizepicks, 33.5 on other sportsbooks, a minus 3 sportsbook differential for him or her, not sure. Under on that. And then we've got some 2.5s as well. So we're going to grab a couple unders. Zana for Big Equipa, map 1 and 2 kills, under. 35 on Prizepicks, 32.5 on other sportsbooks, minus 2.5 sportsbook differential on the under. So under on BB on for FlyQuest Red, and then under on Zana for Big Equipa is for CS2. For tennis, we don't have any updated tennis lines at the moment. For Dota, all right, for Dota, we have some ones. I'm just going to go with this one right here. Igor for MM, map 1 and 2 kills. PME likes the under. 12 on Prizepicks, 11 on other sportsbooks, a minus 1 sportsbook differential. So under on Igor for MM. And then for Valorant, we have the over on Keen C for Evil Geniuses GC, map 1 and 2 kills. Over is the PME pick. 42 on Prizepicks, 45.5 other places. That's a 3.5 sportsbook differential, so solid plus EV on the over. And then let's go ahead and grab Glance for G2 Gozen, map 1 and 2 kills. Over is the PME pick. 25.5 on Prizepicks, 27.5 in other sportsbooks, a 2 sportsbook differential there, so plus EV on that one as well. And then WNBA, we don't have anything. Let's do a recap. When we look at game script plus and plus EV plus projection plus, we have a smallish sample size here. We've got James Cook's over rushing yards, DeAndre Hopkins receiving yards over, David Montgomery's rushing yards over. I really like David Montgomery. Very solid position for him to just eat on the ground. Adam Thielen's receiving yards over. Christian Kirk's receiving yards over, and then Desmond Ridder passing yards under, and Bijan Robinson. I know that's conflicting. That's a tough one to grab, but as I said, how many times have you gone with a play and you thought it should be obvious one way and it's gone the opposite? Probably a lot of times, maybe over 50% for a lot of you. Um, so that's just the situation we're dealing with here. The analytics and other sportsbooks are saying under. So yeah, but play it if you wish. Don't play it if you wish. Whatever. All right, under on Shapen passing yards under for college football. Trenton Burgett passing yards under. Dylan Gabriel passing yards under are the best values on the unders, and then the best overs, Jonathan Brooks rushing yards over. Don't have any baseball. For League of Legends, we went under on Kamilu for Atlanta. For CSGO, over on DRG for Sharks, and then under on K1TO for OG. CS2, we have the under on BB on FlyQuest Red, and then the under on Zana Big Equipa is the one we went with, but you can go any of these. And then Dota, we have a bunch of minus ones. I believe we went Igor for MM under. And then for Valorant, over on Keen C Evil Geniuses GC, and then over on Glance for G2 Dozen. All right? That's it. Thank you guys for joining me as always. PropsMadeEasy.com, only $15 a month. You already know what to do, man. NHL is starting soon. As soon as Vegas lines drop for hockey's opening day, the tool will be up at Props Made Easy. Same thing with NBA. As soon as it's ready, Vegas lines are ready for NBA, we will have it on here as well. All right? So stay tuned, and let's keep getting this money, y'all. I'm out.